National Geographic is kicking off this year's SharkFest, where experts dive deeper than ever into the science, power, and beauty of the ocean's most misunderstood predator. It's expected to be the wildest season yet, delivering 25+ hours of heart-pounding encounters with sharks. I spoke with two experts to learn more about SharkFest and what viewers should expect this season. Dr. Mike Heithaus and marine biologist Candace Fields from National Geographic's SharkFest, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
So SharkFest 2025, tell us what we can expect from our not so friendly friends in the sea this season.
So I think that, this year and SharkFest, like every other year, you can expect to see a lot of great content that highlights the importance of sharks in our ecosystems, that dispels myths about sharks being mindless sort of eating machines, and gives some context to negative shark interactions from the shark's perspective. So I think that this year SharkFest has a great sort of jam-packed couple of weeks for people to get their shark fix.
We love getting our shark fix here in Massachusetts. We've already started seeing a lot of activity, especially on Cape Cod. Just a little bit ago, two teens actually spotted a shark while they were paddle boarding. Has your team been in those parts? And if so, what have they seen?
Well, yeah, the great thing is one of our team members on the show, Megan Winton, works in those areas on the white sharks. And one of the things that we're seeing is that these white sharks are one of the conservation success stories out there. After years of their populations crashing, they're starting to come back. And, so we're fishing them less. There are more seals, so there's more food. And that means that there are going to be a lot more white sharks on the Cape. And so this is one of those areas where people really need to pay attention to lifeguards, because when you've got those big white sharks around hunting seals, you don't want to be in the water with them. And it's a great thing to see these animals coming back, because big sharks can be really important to ocean health. And so it's a sign of a healthy ocean.
Definitely. So what's some advice, since we do get a lot of shark spottings, for any of our viewers who might see a shark while they're in the water?
Yeah, I think it firstly depends on, how you're interacting, right? Are you in a boat? Are you on a paddleboard? Are you swimming? I think firstly you want to, if you are in the water, you want to make sure you have a buddy, first of all, right? You don't want to be swimming by yourself or paddleboarding by yourself, just to increase your safety, right? And that also helps if there is an unfortunate mishap, that you have assistance right there. A lot of these instances where people are harmed people could have their lives saved in that first, immediate response. And if somebody's there with you, that is the key. If you come into contact with a shark, I think it's the very counterintuitive to people, but you don't want to turn and bolt and swim away, because first of all, you're not going to win that race. And second of all, that is you sort of simulating a prey response, right? So you want to be showing these sharks, I'm not something to mess with. I am not your prey. And so you want to really be looking them in the eye if you can, being as calm as possible. Obviously easier said than done for many. Mike and I have been in the water with sharks, and we are able to do this perhaps easier than some, but you really want to stand your ground as best as possible. And I think that is, people have that idea already in their mind, and that is true. You do want to fight back as best as possible and indicate that you are not their prey.
Well, you are both experts in your field. So before you go, I would love to ask each of you to share a fun fact, or maybe one of your favorite things about sharks that maybe some of our viewers at home don't know.
For me, one that's going to knock my socks off when I learned it during filming of this show is the way some of these sharks sleep. That they may be turning half of their brain off at one time, and they'll swim in a circle in one direction, and they probably switch to the other half of the brain and circle the other. And some of these incidents were people startling sleeping sharks awake. And so, that really surprised me. And there are lots of other great surprises in shark behavior people will learn if they tune in.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, you might not necessarily get this from the shows, but of the over 500 species of sharks, a majority of them are actually going to be smaller than a full-grown adult person. And so while we highlight these sort of, big, beautiful animals, a majority of the sharks out there are going to pose virtually zero threat to people. And I think that, we should understand that all sharks are not created equal. And so we can't be using these sort of generalized terms and generalized opinions to be attributed to all sharks out there.
So interesting, Dr. Mike Heithaus and Candace Fields. We have learned so much with you both. We love SharkFest, and thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.